Hi, I'm Levi, and welcome to our TV show, Levi's Genes. Today our topic is gene therapy. What is gene therapy? How does it work? Why is gene therapy important? Well, we went to the sidewalks of the University of Toledo to ask students what they thought gene therapy is.
Holly, what do you think gene therapy is?
I didn't know it was a thing. Gene therapy is a type of therapy that you use on the genes in your body, not these genes, obviously, and it helps you.
Ella, she's a freshman pharmacy major. So Ella, what do you think gene therapy is?
I think it's when you work with genes to help prevent diseases.
Close.
So, Christine,
Yes.
what do you think gene therapy is?
Gene therapy is when they insert cells, they insert genes into specific cells to replace genetics that are, let's say, incorrect, so that they can fix the cells and then the cells multiply and correct some sort of genetic disorder.
Well, thank you for your answer.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Gene therapy works by being injected by a carrier, which is also known as a vector. This vector is usually a virus. The gene therapy can be delivered in vivo, which means that the gene therapy is transmitted inside its usual biological conditions, or in vitro, or transmitted outside its usual biological conditions. Gene therapy treatment can be split into three categories: immunotherapy, oncolytic virotherapy, and gene transfer. Immunotherapy is essentially a form of cancer vaccine. It works by training the immune system to identify the cancerous cell by inserting one or more genes into a cell. These genes either induce inflammation or they encode highly antigenic proteins, which stimulate the immune system to destroy the cancerous cell. A common method of utilizing gene therapy is oncolytic virotherapy. Oncolytic virotherapy is the use of virus replication within cancer cells to cause cell death. It works by inserting a vector that is designed to kill the cancer cell. The virus acts as a carrier and genetically manipulates the diseased cell to target cancer cells. Gene transfer works by introducing a new foreign gene into a cell or its surrounding tissue with the use of a vector. Currently, there are several different methods of gene transfer, which include the use of lipid-based vectors, naked DNA, or electroporation, which is the application of electrical charge to cells to facilitate DNA entry. However, viruses are regarded as the most efficient vector for gene transfer.
There are many different studies and trials that are conducted on gene therapy. One study we found from the Genetic Science Learning Center describes one of the most prominent things gene therapy is being used for, which is to treat cancer. The herpes simplex 1 virus, also known as S1, is potentially effective against skin cancers such as melanoma. Here's a picture that shows how T-VEC treatment works. 1. The herpes virus is altered so it doesn't cause cold sores. 2. The virus only targets cancer cells, which kills them and not the healthy cells. And 3. The virus attracts immune cells to help fight the cancer. The virus is injected directly into the patient's tumors. The virus then replicates or duplicates itself inside the cancer cells, causing the cancer cells to burst and then infect even more cancer cells. Another different approach to gene therapy, which the Genetic Science Learning Center discusses, is a trial to treat patients with leukemia. They took about 59 patients and removed their immune cells and genetically altered them by treating them with a virus. After the immune cells were returned to the patients, 26 of the 59 experienced complete remission, which is a 44% chance of not having any more symptoms of cancer.
Can you tell me another clinical study?
Yeah. Another clinical study that is being conducted is by Voyager Therapeutics. They are studying ways to improve the treatment of Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a disease where people lose neurons that have the ability to release dopamine into the striatum or subcortical part of the forebrain, which causes symptoms that affect balance, cause rigidity, slow movement, anxiety, depression, and many other symptoms. The most Commonly used medication to treat Parkinson's disease is levodopa, which can be converted to dopamine from the enzyme aromatic L amino acid decarboxylase, or AADC. Unfortunately, Parkinson's disease is a progressive disease, and as it gets worse, levodopa becomes less and less effective and starts to cause more side effects. A study by Voyager Therapeutics is testing to see how safe it is to increase levels of AADC in the stratum by AADC gene delivery. A non-pathogenic virus called AAV2 is used as a vector to transfer HAADC into the stratum. This new drug called AAV2 HAADC is then injected in the stratum. Patients continued taking their regular medication with levodopa during the study. To see if the study is working, patients will be assessed with cognitive tests, laboratory blood tests, and neuroimaging. A test to see the response of levodopa will be taken once before the therapy and again approximately 6 months later.
As you can see from this pie chart, gene therapy has many different uses today, but the main use is treating cancer diseases.
How is gene therapy being used today?
Well, because it is a new and relatively risky medical procedure, Institutional Review Board and the Institutional Biosafety Committee must approve each gene therapy clinical trial before it can be carried out, which may take a long time before patients can actually be able to receive any certain treatment. It is currently being used exclusively to treat diseases that have no other cures because of the risk. As for its use in cancer treatments, it is safer and a far less painful option compared to the other conventional treatments, such as chemotherapy or radiation. According to the Genetic Science Learning Center, researchers have been working for decades to bring gene therapy to clinic, yet very few patients have received any effective gene therapy treatments. The two main issues presented with gene therapy today is targeting the right cell and targeting the right genome that is abnormal within the cells. However, that doesn't mean that gene therapy is impossible or that it should be given up on. Despite some slow results in patients, gene therapy has a very promising future. Thanks for joining us. We hope you learned something.
Well, that's it for today.
I'm Levi, and this is Levi's Genes.
Bye!
See ya.